Police in the central German state of Hesse have raided the home of a 39-year-old Ukrainian woman suspected in Monday's parcel bomb attack in Monaco against a Ukrainian oligarch. No sign yet of Anastasiia Berezovska. Interpol naming her after Monaco authorities issued a red notice after the Monday's wounding of Vadim Yermolayev with a remote control activated device that injured two others. The prosecutor in Monaco stating originally they thought the suspect was a man, but thorough review of security footage pointing to a woman with medium-length brown hair and a noticeable tattoo.
The person suspected of attempted murder and placing an explosive device in a public place with criminal intent, as well as the offense of criminal conspiracy, has been identified in light of these latest developments. She is a Ukrainian woman in her 30s whose last known place of residence was in Germany, a country with which judicial cooperation is particularly active. She is now the subject of an international arrest warrant issued by the investigating magistrates.
For more, let's go to Germany and correspondent Nicholas Holdsworth. Nicholas, the authorities in Monaco, Interpol, quick to get on the horn to German authorities.
Well, absolutely. As soon as the bomb went off on Monday, the Monegalese authorities knew that the suspect had fled in a car towards France and then later towards Germany. Monaco has thousands of CCTV cameras. It's a small enclave, home to 38,000 people, three-quarters of which are foreigners, mostly wealthy. It's known as a very safe haven for people who don't want too much attention paid to their wealth. Perhaps like the oligarch who seems to have been the intended victim. He was badly injured along with his wife, I understand, and his 13-year-old son in that bomb explosion on Monday afternoon.
Yeah, and no sign yet after that raid in the state of Hesse of the woman who's been positively identified now by Interpol as Anastasiia Berezovska.
Well, that's quite right. She's a German-speaking Ukrainian woman. Police in the state of Hesse have raided an apartment in the northwest of Frankfurt. That's Frankfurt am Main, the central city in Germany, big financial center. They've seized belongings. They've seized a car that may or may not have been the car she fled in. They haven't found her. She's on the run, and the police so far don't know where she is, although they have said that they're closely cooperating with authorities in Monaco.
Now, there's been three theories floated about as to a possible motive, because none is forthcoming so far from authorities. It was from the Russian side, it was from the Ukrainian side, or there were maybe some criminal elements who had it in for Vadim Yermolayev.
It's difficult to say. On the face of it, we have a Ukrainian woman who had been disguised as a man, tipped off by a local resident who had some interaction with her and said, I think it's a woman actually. Vadim Yermolayev, 58-year-old, very wealthy property developer, interest in the wine and spirits trade in Crimea. He was Ukrainian until 2019 when he renounced his Ukrainian citizenship and took up a Cypriot passport, now based in Monaco, tax haven, very secretive place. So whether or not he's seen as very friendly to Putin by the Ukrainians, and obviously benefiting from wine and spirit trade in occupied Ukraine. That's kind of a political no-no for the Ukrainians, and he's been on the sanctions list, Kiev sanctions list, since 2020. So there could well be a political aspect here. I somehow don't think crime is involved in this one. My gut instinct is this is political. This is part of Kiev's ongoing campaign against those who support Russia and those who support the invasion, whether it's killing Russian generals in Moscow or aiming at those who support it economically, such as apparently Vadim Yermolayev.